Namaste friends, and I hope you're doing well. Let's see what Sun does if it goes to your second house. The Sun is the father, as I mentioned before, is the father, is the leader. It shows vitality in a person. It shows authority. It shows, most importantly, the self-esteem. It also shows the strength of your soul. How strong is your fighting spirit? How strong is your will? How strong is your conviction? How strong is your direction in life? Okay. It also shows ego, in retrospective, humiliation, false pride, uh, sometimes turmoils with the relationship in the father with the father. It also represents the blood circulation, the vision, and the also hate. So what happens when Sun goes to the second house, right? Now the second house is called the Dhana Bhava. Dhana means wealth. When he goes to the second house, naturally it will increase the feelings of one to acquire more wealth, more money. Finance related matters will be very strong. You will have these. Normally, these people are known to be very prudent. In some cases, stingy as well. They do not want money to be spent. They're very frugal in their spending. They don't like to just spend because they need to buy things. They are very frugal. They do not. They have this competition within themselves on how much money they are saving. They don't compete with others. They are not like that. They are very self-centered. They are very egoistic personally, right? It is very good. It's a good thing to have actually, because this person, they challenge themselves to see how much money they can make, how much investments they can do, and they are always risk takers. As much as they are careful with their money, they are also risk takers. So Sun in the second house is naturally a good thing to have. But then there are many other factors that we need to consider. If the Sun is weak, or if the Sun is debilitated, or if it's too close to another planet, and so on and so forth. There's so many things. If Rahu or Ketu is there, if Shani is afflicting it, there's so many things to look at. But in a general view, Sun in the second house gives a person a very strong sense of not only gaining earning money, but also means of increasing it by investments, by making frugal decisions in buying things and all that. One thing, speech, when it comes to if you have Sun in the second house, you tend to be very bossy in your speech. You are very audacious sometimes. There's also rudeness as well, because you speak out your mind. You do not keep things within yourself. If you think it's right, you say it. If you think it's wrong, also you will say it out, and this creates a bad. You're not an amiable person. Okay, if someone comes and tell you some things are going on and how they are suffering in life, and if they seek your advice, then you're going to tell them right on their face what they must be doing. You lack the tactfulness. There's a sense of simplicity in your speech. It's very crude. It's very raw. It's very plain. Your speech. You are not tactful. You're not poetic. You just want to get things right. That's it. Simple as that. Okay. So that's something that you need to understand. Your speech can be out of control sometimes. You take pride in your legacy and your family inheritance. You take pride of it. You maintain that reputation. If you are a religious person, then you would make sure that your kids will be truly religious as well. You will advocate the importance of your family, their tradition, their culture, and everything. You will be the torchbearer for your family. That's one thing seen in the if you have Sun in the second house. You tend to be very protective about how people are talking about you and your family. You are very cautious about your decisions in the public, as long as it doesn't temper the balance in the family, or doesn't have any ill effect to your family. You would not be doing it. You're very careful with your decisions if you have Sun in the second house. It's also seen that people with Sun in the second house, are very strong in charity as well. They do a lot of charitable work, and again, this charity will be also chosen. They do not simply donate to some company or some organization or foundation. They will make sure that these people whom they are donating are legitimate, right? They do research work, they do background checks. That's what they are. Naturally, people who have sun in the second house, they have this problem of trusting another person. They don't trust easily. If you have naturally sun in the second house, you lack that trust in a person. You will make sure that but once if you trust someone, then you'll trust them forever. But to gain a trust is very difficult with you. All right. Okay, so what else? I've covered the wealth speech, family inheritance, charity. Oh yeah, and food habits. You are very cautious in your food. You do not simply consume. Because naturally, if sun is strong, then you are very concerned about your health. You wanna portray that you are healthy and all to the public. You wanna portray to yourself also that you are healthy and you're strong and your vitality status is up to par and all that. So you're very cautious when it comes to food. You do not simply eat those greasy foods, sweet stuffs and all that. You have that control, they say, because sun in the second house also controls the tongue and the mouth as well. So but then again, if you have a weak sun, then all this is going to be adverse. I'm just giving you with the assumption that the sun is naturally in its own house, swasthana, or it's in Mula Trikona or exalted. I'll try to cover another video if what happens when sun is exalted or debilitated or other statuses it has. But for now, I guess that's a little bit about what I think sun will do to you if it's in the second house. Hope it's been beneficial, and hope to see you soon. Thank you. Namaste.